I think social media has really messed this up from a masculine and a feminine perspective, because social media really has put out some false narratives about what it means to be masculine and what it means to be feminine. And masculine and feminine energy is and is not a lot of things. Many of you think that masculine energy is a dude having big muscles that's mean, that cusses you out. It might be toxic masculinity. That's not masculinity. Masculinity is things like emotional control, the ability not to allow men, or those of you with dominant masculine energies, the ability not to allow life and life circumstances to shake you so much that you lose your cool, so much so that everybody else around you panics because you no longer become the source of strength, but you are just as reckless as everything around you. And many of you are claiming a masculinity based on how you look and going to the gym and making money. And it's low level. Oh my God. It's Coach Seek 32C with the Biscoff cookies and the cold peanuts. Ain't nothing masculine about going to the gym every day, making great money, but you can't even control your little attitude. You don't have the emotional control to not easily lose your temper or lose yourself when something goes bad. And y'all calling it masculine energy, and it ain't. Ladies, feminine energy. We established this last week. Feminine energy is not about how dainty you look. It's not about them lobster claws that come off your face and how long they are. I know most of you think that if your eyelashes are out here like this and you blinking like this, that makes you look feminine, or that makes you feminine. That don't make you feminine. Feminine energy ain't about how long your lashes are and how dainty you are and having soft skin. This soft like foolishness, in one regard, is foolishness because the term soft life has been so much connected to material things. I don't have to work. I get paid a lot of money. We make a lot of money. I get to travel. I look to look nice. I look to be soft, but your attitude is from the pit of hell. Your attitude is rotten. And you talking about living a soft life? Ain't nothing soft about a bad attitude. There is nothing soft about a bad attitude. And yet y'all calling it soft life because you're pretty, you don't have to work, and you get to go on trips and go to Dubai, and this is soft life, but your attitude stink. You're not soft. Ain't nothing soft about that. So there's nothing wrong with masculine and feminine energy. The reality is many of you have been taught this in such a toxic way that you get tired of hearing people talk about it because you've never heard about it or seen it in a healthy way. I have. And when you've seen healthy masculine and feminine energy, you don't have a problem lining your life up with it. Doc, what's the point you're getting at? It's simple. Some of you got a problem with masculine and feminine energy because you ain't seen it work right. And it's going to be hard for you to accept something you have absolutely never seen work right yourself. Not this toxic crap you see on social media every day. Now, I want to say this because somebody said it on TikTok and they're right. Well, they're not completely right, but I get what they're saying. She said, I don't want a soft life. I want a healthy life. And I love that. But you can have, ladies, a soft life. But you need to redefine what soft means. Soft, ladies, means being able to control your emotions. You know why? Because having emotions as a woman is one of the most powerful, sensual, awesome things that makes you incredible like you are. But let me tell you something. A woman that can't control them, a woman who can't feel her emotions without losing emotional control, is a woman that is a renegade. And a strong man will struggle to trust a woman who can't control her emotions. You know why? Because at any given moment, he don't know what she will or will not do. So you can be soft all day, but if you always got an attitude and can't control your emotions and your temper, that softness go out the window. You just as hard as Mr. T. Oh my God. And the beautiful thing about a man that's walking in masculine strength, he might not look like want some breakfast or want some eggs with a wife beater walking around the house, but he's going to have internal and external strength. He's going to be able to control himself. He's going to have discipline, good character. He's going to be willing to speak up and say what he likes and what he doesn't like. He's going to make it clear. He's not going to talk out of one side of his mouth. Say one thing, do something else. He's going to be dependable. He's going to be reliable. You're going to be able to count on him. You'll be able to rest your stress in his consistency. That's a bar. Can you rest your stress in his consistency? The answer is no. He ain't as masculine as you think he is. So we have all of these misnomers about masculine and feminine energy that have to be healed so that we can see this energy the correct way. Or else, some of you men will not end up with feminine women. You will end up with women who are as hard as you are, or who have a femininity that's grounded in toxicity, all about looks, all about appearance. Substance goes out the window. I'm telling you, from a healed man's perspective, you get to a point where you just get tired of seeing pretty women and that's all they got. What else you got? Oh my God. I try to tell some of you guys, when you meeting folks, you need to start meeting these people. You go on dates, you need to start meeting these women, and you just need to meet them. You don't need to be nothing fancy. Meet them at a coffee shop. If y'all gonna fly in the airport, meet somewhere, they don't have to have no all bunch of makeup on. Just leggings, sweatshirt, that's it. You need to see what you got. Because femininity is far more than just looks. Far more than just looks. And if you don't check for that stuff, you're going to find out that some of y'all just got a bunch of Barbie dolls. But the last time I checked, Barbie dolls are just plastic things you hold in your hand. That's it. Oh my God. A lot of these women claiming to be soft and feminine are just plastic Barbie dolls. Literally and figuratively. Oh my God. A lot of these guys y'all think are masculine are really your sons. Their temper is worse than yours. Their lack of emotional control, worse than yours. They get mad more than you do. Ain't no reason why no man should be walking around the house pouting more than a woman. Unless he's decided to be the feminine energy and she's going to be the masculine energy. Then that can just be your son. You can file them on your taxes and meet the April 15th deadline. I think you can get about $3,200 for a son. Go ahead and file them. Go to Etsy and get a bib made around his neck and put it around his neck and call him Bay Son. And then when you get knocked up, he can go ahead and be breastfed from you too. And that way, everybody will be on your chest. You don't need to pay for no more milk as you do. He cries as much as you do. Oh, and this is the big one too. I'm getting ready to get to my no show. We're going to get right into a chart. I ain't going to be long tonight, I don't guess. Really annoying me about this masculine space. I'm starting to hear a whole lot. And notice, y'all, before the trolls come, I meant to tell y'all, if you see comments that are inappropriate, somebody saying something stupid, whatever, trolling, just put an eagle in the chat and just throw eagles up there because eagles fly high above birds. We don't come down on their level. And then my beautiful moderators, awesome moderators, April, Tiff, Caitlin, they'll see it and then they'll zap them out the chat room. They're really good. Quick trigger. But one of the things that I'm seeing about this masculine energy is shutting down. Let me explain something to y'all about masculine energy and shutting down. I want you to put this in your notes, put this in the chat. You're going to be the smartest person at the water cooler the entire weekend. Hey, fellas, ladies, men don't shut down like girls. Shutting down is feminine energy. Forget it. Just get a chart. This ain't even my notes. I feel inspired tonight. Encouraged. Go ahead and get your chart. Make a T. Y'all know the drill. If this is your first time, follow me. Where's my Sharpie? I'm going to elaborate. For all of you men that claim, Doc, I just don't talk. When I get mad, I keep to myself. Feminine energy. How you gonna be a problem solver and shut down, bro? Huh? Name a CEO that a company is going down under the water and they ask for the CEO and he say, don't interview me because I can't talk right now. I got a process. No, you can't be the leader and shut down at the same time. And it's funny because many of you women are going to say, well, then, Doc, if he shuts down, what am I supposed to do? I guess you're supposed to take the lead. Then y'all going to blame me. Well, Doc, you telling her to take the lead. I am. Because if you don't want to talk, somebody got to pay the bills. Somebody got to move the ship. Somebody got to organize the house. Somebody got to make sure things are solved. Shutting down is feminine energy because you ain't solving nothing, not talking. Why, ladies, you want a green flag in a man? When y'all have an argument and that man pursues you to try to correct it. Hey, ladies, put in the chat if you think it's masculine that when you and your man or your husband have an argument and you're even wrong, but he pursues you to communicate through it so that he can get you back in check and get things back in order. Put a 1 in the chat if that's attractive. Hey, fellas, just look at the comments while I write. Ain't no leadership in shutting stuff down. You look like all the reporters coming to your organization. You the CEO of a Fortune 100 company, and the company is getting ready to file for bankruptcy, and the reporters show up and they want to talk to the CEO, and the CEO sends a message, hey, tell the reporters, I don't want to talk today. I got a process. No, they don't pay you as the CEO to process. Yeah, you need to process so that you can logically do what you need to do. But for many of you dudes to go days and shut down, oh, you would be shocked at the stuff that I hear. Make your tea. Let's just go ahead and I'm gonna just walk through some of the stuff. This ain't even in my notes. Are y'all supporting the show? Because it ain't going up if you're not. Non-masculine, non-feminine. Let me give you some things that it ain't. Non-masculine, shutting down. You ain't solving no problems with your mouth shut and your mouth poked out. And the crazy part is, I hear stories about men going days. Y'all had an argument over what to have for dinner, and the man goes 3-4 days and don't say a word to his wife. Are y'all serious? Oh my God. Y'all think I'm making this up. 3-4 days and he ain't talking to her over the fact that they disagreed over dinner. So I got a question. If she mad and gets quiet, fellas, and you mad and you get quiet, how the problem gonna get solved? Doc, I don't know whether or not to leave the relationship or not. This list right here might give you an answer. I'm going to give you some common non-masculine things and some common non-feminine things. I've never even made this chart. This is not even in my notes, y'all. I've taught this so many times. If you followed me, you know I have. Put the word under it in parentheses because it's emotional. When women shut down, even feminine women shut down because they've gotten upset with you. They've gotten mad with you. They get in their feelings because they don't like something you said or did. It is common for them to just shut down. I don't want to talk to you. Don't talk. A woman might even block you. Oh my God. Let me just go ahead and give y'all a B. You know what? Second I'll give 2 feminine things because I don't want the men to start whining. Blocking. Hey, fellas, men don't block. Blocking is feminine energy. You know why? You guessed it. It's emotional. Blocking is emotional. And any dude out here blocking folks is acting like a woman. Oh my God. You know why? Because blocking is an emotional decision. To get on my women clients all the time about this. Doc, oh my God, Doc, they got on my nerves. They really hurt me. They really did this. So I just blocked them. Well, did that change what they did? No. Have they threatened your life? No. Have they been contacting you? No. Have they been trying to reach out to you? No. What you block them for? Because I just didn't want to see them. Yeah, I just said feminine. And dudes that block are acting feminine. If I could say it in Spanish, I would. Because it is another form of shutting down. And you not solving no problem as a man shutting down. Oh, dudes block more than women. Dudes block more. Dudes might block. Nah, they don't block more. But it's about 60-40. Dudes be blocking just as much as women do. And I've done content on blocking. And people don't understand it because you got to be sitting in first class to get a first class principal. that if you go through a breakup with someone and you have to block them to move on, the blocking becomes a mechanism to try to control your thoughts and your emotions, which implies, much like validation, you are seeking for something outside of you to control something that's going on inside of you. Blocking ain't gonna help you get over nobody. You know how many clients I have that block people and then turn around and set up fake pages and spy on them and tell me, Doc, I blocked them, but I set up a fake page and I spy on them and I see that they're posting about me and how sorry they are. Wait, you blocked them? Yeah. So what you looking at them for? Oh, because you thought blocking them was going to help you move on. It's an emotional decision. This is why women do it more. But slightly, because some of you men are helping the men catch up. I get that because I see a question from a guy. I love when guys hit me with, I love this. What if she just says she needs time to see her journey? That's fine. Let her go on her journey, but you ain't got to block her. You don't have to block her. You know what makes a man strong in this space? Let me give you a better thing to do as a man instead of blocking. Exercise the discipline not to look at her page. You know why? You know why? Because discipline is a masculine trait. Structure, discipline, masculine trait. Do you have the discipline? She hurt you. She might be out here dating some. I've been there. She might be out here dating somebody else, posting them on their page, doing all of this stuff. Do you have the discipline to stay connected? You ain't got to unfriend her. You ain't got to block her. You ain't got to do none of that stuff. But do you have the discipline and the focus to get back to what you should be focused on? And don't worry about if she pops up on your screen or not. Let me give you two non-feminine things that y'all think of are feminine, that you see a lot. Two non-feminine things. Ladies, y'all looking. Arguing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Let's talk about some non-feminine things. Arguing. How you gonna be soft and all you do is argue every other comment? Oh, the women gonna get quiet now. Are y'all supporting this show? Let me see if y'all supporting, because this ain't gonna be no long line. I'm gonna take it down. Y'all think I'm playing? I am tonight. Doc, you always be threatening us. Okay, well, I'm tired tonight, which means my mouth is slowly about to get crazy. Hey, ladies, ain't nothing feminine about being argumentative. How you gonna be soft and you always gotta argue? Name one person who's soft and argues all the time. Name them. You know what makes feminine energy so soft and so powerful? That true feminine energy, for real, true feminine energy, when a man is upset with her and she's upset with him, true feminine energy has the emotional control to be able to express how she feels emotionally without getting worked up, so she doesn't look like a dude arguing with a dude. Oh my God. Thank you, Naomi, for your support. Appreciate you. Now, some of y'all can't read. This says non-feminine energy. The point of this chart is to talk about things that feminine energy shouldn't be doing. Which means if a feminine energy and a masculine energy is in an argument, which one should probably be more argumentative? It shouldn't be the feminine energy. Watch this. But a man's got to learn how to argue without losing his emotions. Does this make sense? But no, some of you women like to argue like men. I said this last week. I'm going to say it again. When a man, especially a successful man, has a lot going for him and he's winning in life and in business, if he has children, he's taking care of his children, his family, he's doing the things he's supposed to do. He's got all of these things going on. The last thing he wants to do is come home and argue with you. And if he's a healed man, very important caveat, if he's a healed man, especially mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, the last thing he want to do is come in his house and you sitting there with an attitude being argumentative. But y'all think that's cute. Because Twinkle Twinkle and these other crazy folk have told y'all it's feminine to tell your man what you don't like and do this and argue with your man and fuss at your man. Go ahead, keep on. That man will leave you, find a woman that don't look as good as you, may not make as much money as you make, but has emotional control, knows how to express herself without always being confrontational, and he'll settle in her. Go ahead and put under arguing confrontational. Y'all, I just don't mean no harm. If you go out with me and we at a restaurant and that food come out wrong, and you with me and you my date, and as a woman, you start going off on the waitress, I'm just gonna ask the waitress to bring us the check, and I'm gonna just pay, and we're gonna leave, and I'm gonna just go ahead and drop you off. Oh my God. I don't want to take Baps to a 5-star. I don't know Hill man want to take Baps to no 5-star. You can leave that gold tooth and that attitude at your house. Some of you women think that's cute. Ain't nothing cute about that. Let me show you how it's done. Because I've been in this position before. That food comes out wrong. That woman gets upset. I had one of the sweetest things happen to me one time, a while back, where I was really hungry and I was waiting on my meal. It was around my birthday, and they brought out my steak. It was a tomahawk, and it wasn't right, and it wasn't all the way. It wasn't all the way cooked the way I wanted it to be. Medium well. It was way too medium. And when it came out, the lady I was with, she was upset about it. Said they didn't get your food right. I don't want them. This is your birthday. They didn't get this right. I'm going to tell them to take it back. You know what I did? I said, don't worry about it. I got it. She sat there. They came out. I said, hey, appreciate that 40 to great your support. They brought the food out, and when they brought the food out, I said, hey, sir, listen, appreciate the tomahawk. It's not quite cut. I said, look at this. And I cut it open. I said, look, this is too red. Can we get this either recooked so it's more medium well than medium? If not, we can just do something else. And she just sat there looking pretty. Not about to baps me in front of these folks. He said, sir, there's no problem. It's fine. It's not an issue at all. Do you want us to get you a brand new one? I said, nope, you don't even have to do that. You don't have to do the extra. Just take this one and let's just put it back on the grill a little bit longer. Can we do that? So yeah, did that. She just reached over and just rubbed my hand like this. Meanwhile, some of you women cut the fool. Let me see your manager. Where the manager at? I want the manager. Let me see your manager. I want the manager. Where the manager at? My man's steak is wrong, and y'all not gonna get my man's steak wrong on his birthday. I want to see the manager. And that's what some of y'all like. So non-feminine energy is being argumentative because it's confrontational. Let me give you another non-feminine energy trait. Since I got some of y'all getting upset, you about to really get pissed. If them lashes made you bad and baps and that gold too, oh, I got more. You ready for this? Non-feminine energy, non-listener. Oh my God. This is why I know some of you women will end up either with other masculine or feminine men, or you will be by yourself for the rest of your life. You know another non-feminine trait? Non-listening. Show me a woman that can't listen. I'll show you a masculine man all day. She ain't no woman. She's a masculine man. Check the neck. Doc, you mean to tell me listening is a feminine energy trait? Yes. Oh, by the way, I said this the first week because some of y'all just now tuning in and it feels like you've been slapped by a brick because nobody's ever talked to you this way. Welcome to my world. But I talked about this day one or part one. The reality is listening is actually a feminine energy. And All of us have masculine and feminine energy, which is why when you find a man who is a good communicator and a solid listener, you got the best of both worlds, where he is masculine enough to engage with you the right way, but he has the feminine skill of being able to shut up and listen to what you have to say. Oh my God. And some of this is so foreign to some of you women because you don't know how to shut up. And guess what? How are you going to be a receiver if you can't keep your mouth shut? Uh-oh. Did we not say that feminine energy receives, masculine energy gives? Well, if you're a feminine energy, how are you going to be a receiver and your mouth always running? This is why for some of you, your kryptonite, ladies, is just learning how to shut up. Let me help you. Just right under that. Can you shut up? Y'all ain't gonna like that. Don't tell me to shut up. Shut up. Can you shut up? You know what's so powerful about that? It's because when you're quiet, you can receive. And shutting up doesn't make you weak. What it does is it positions you to be able to receive, which is why a man who can solve problems but is also a top tier listener, you got a winner. We rare. Some of y'all can't shut up. Well, Doc, I'm too much of a woman. Somebody say on TikTok, I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Gemini. I can't shut up. Well, that's fine. You be a single one too. Because I'm telling you, don't no strong man want a mouth who's big, a woman whose mouth is as big as he is. And that's just a fact. Now, this is important because you don't need to be walking around here. You don't need to be walking around here quiet and receiving from men who are not healed or trying to heal. Some of y'all quiet around men who ain't trying to heal. They ain't trying to do no. I'm not saying your man got to be healed right now, but if he is putting in the effort and the work, then you need to learn how to be receptive to that. But some of y'all are connected to men who ain't putting in the work. They ain't trying nothing. And you walking around quiet. At that point, it ain't about you being non-feminine. We need a third category called crazy. Oh my God. At that point, we need a third category called you crazy. Daddy. Y'all all right? Listen, y'all, I hope this made sense. If it did, I want you to type church in the comments with 3 R's. And then I want you to remember you've got 2 jobs. 1, be better today than what you were yesterday. And 2, don't forget what I told you.